Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Tell me once it is visible, okay? Okay, so we'll be starting with unit number 6 today. 1 second. Is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. Good morning, everyone. Uh, as I informed, we'll be starting with unit number 6 today. The name of the unit is How Often Do You Exercise? What do we mean by how often do you exercise? What do we mean by how often do you exercise? त्याचं meaning काय होईल? What do you understand? तुम्ही किती वेळा एक्सरसाइज करता? Okay, often means किती वेळा. Yeah, that's the question that we are posing over here. Ankita, I can't see you on camera. So, in this unit, we will be discussing about different exercises and the phrases that we can use to talk about exercise, and along with that, the phrases that we can use to the words that we can use to talk about repeated actions. Okay, so here again, it's kind of we are going to be using simple present tense in this unit again. Okay, and in unit number 7, then we will start with past tense. So make sure by the end of this unit, that is mostly tomorrow, be thorough with simple present tense. Okay, now first thing that you have over here is the 5 sports and fitness activities which are famous in United States, but I feel they are famous everywhere else also. Okay, now first question, you have to tell me, do people in your country enjoy any of these sports or activities? Do people in our country enjoy any of these sports or activities?
Yes.
Okay, what is the question? Do people in our country enjoy any of these sports or activities? So along with yes, you will also mention the activities and sports. Okay, only yes will not be the answer over here.
In our country, people enjoy the sport like basketball,
Sports.
football,
Sport नसते ते
spo-
sports.
sports like basketball, football,
Mm-hmm.
and fitness activities like jogging, walking,
Okay, very good.
stretching.
Very good. Sampada, what's your answer? Yeah.
Yes, they do enjoy all the sports
Mm-hmm.
and fitness activity.
Mm-hmm.
I know all the sports mentioned here, but I don't know about the what's softball.
Soccer. It's soccer. Soccer is similar to
No,
football.
the softball, the last
Softball.
one you
Okay,
said.
softball is also similar to wait, softball is similar to your baseball.
Okay.
Softball. 1 second. Yeah, it's similar to your baseball. It's a variation of baseball. Okay, so
Yes.
basically over here, your baseball is played with a bigger ball, correct? Here they have a smaller ball. That's the main difference. Okay, and soccer is similar to football again. Okay,
Yes.
now Tejal, what's your answer?
Um, Basketball, football.
वन वर्ड आन्सर द्यायला बसलो आपण इथे.
Mm.
वन वर्ड आन्सर द्यायला क्लास जॉईन केलाय. मग काय येईल आन्सर?
Mm. My country.
ऐसा है my country enjoying basketball and football. Sport and activity is walking,
Sports, plural, sports.
sports and activities is walking, stretching, jogging,
Walking. Working कुठे आहे? Walking
work,
आहे ते.
walking.
Hmm. Okay. Now you just have to quickly tick mark the activities or sports that you enjoy. Okay? And you have to tell me.
Uh, I enjoy football and cricket with my son.
Okay. Sampada, what about you?
The sports mentioned here, I don't watch any of them.
Sorry?
Uh,
Your
I
voice
don't
is very low
watch any
today.
of them.
No.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Am I audible?
Yeah, better.
Uh, I don't watch any of the sports mentioned here.
Mm-hmm. You can watch or
Uh,
play both. Okay.
I don't play any of the sports that I have mentioned here.
Okay.
But activities, I enjoy all of them, especially walking
Mm-hmm.
and stretching.
Okay. Very good. Now, Ankita, what's your answer?
I enjoy sports, basketball and football, and fitness activities, walking and jogging.
Okay, very good. Now, next, you have to make a list of other activities or sports that you do or you enjoy. Okay, other म्हणजे जे इथे mentioned नाही आहेत. We are talking about those activities and sports. Quickly make a list of it. Tell me once you're done.
Yes. Cricket,
Mm-hmm.
skating, chess, tennis, badminton,
Badminton. Badminton.
badminton, and fitness, yoga, tracking,
Mm-hmm.
and
That's it.
yes.
Okay, Sampada.
Ma'am, when it comes to watching any sports, I like cricket
Mm-hmm.
and I like badminton, playing badminton.
Okay, very good. And what about fitness
And,
activities?
I love doing yogasanas.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, yes, that's it.
Very good. Ankita.
Sports like cricket, volleyball, hockey, kabaddi, boxing,
Mm-hmm.
and fitness activities, swimming, cycling, yoga, Zumba, aerobics, gym workout like weightlifting.
Okay, great. Now, next exercise that we hope have over here is you have to tick mark which activities are famous among or popular among the which age groups. Okay, among which age groups. So basically, if you look at aerobics would be famous with say children and teens and sometimes young adults. Correct. If you look at bowling would be famous among young adults. One second. Among young adults and middle-aged people. Correct? Do you guys know bowling? If you don't know, quickly Google bowling. Put the correct spelling though. It's not bowling, it's bowling. Okay? Hey wala. Bowling. And I'm sure you guys know all the other activities which are given over here. Quickly tick mark. Then we are going to discuss with which activities do we use do, go, or play. Okay? Then we'll discuss that. These are your collocations, similar exercises to what I have shared the worksheets with you guys previously. Done? Okay. Now, the next rule, there is no right or wrong answer. Okay? Sampata, I'm going to mute you, okay? For a bit. One second. Sorry, I pinned you by mistake. Okay, thanks for muting yourself. The next rule that we have over here with these sports and activities, how do we use the words do, go, and play? Okay, so most of the activities which are your physical activities and which end in sorry, which are your physical activities or individual exercises, you will use do with them. Okay, for example, yoga, you will say I do yoga every day, or he does yoga every day, because yoga is a fitness activity plus it is an individual exercise as well. Okay, so with aerobics you will use do again. Same way with the sports that we play with the ball, we will say play. Okay, so we play golf, we play cricket, we play football. Okay, all the activities, all the sports which have balls in them. Okay, then with the activities which end in ing form, we will use go, except the words or except the phrase weight training. ठीक है, वेट ट्रेनिंग के साथ में हम गो नहीं यूज करेंगे. विथ ऑल दी अदर एक्टिविटीज वी विल यूज गो. ओके, सो bowling, I hope you guys know, you guys have googled now what does bowling mean. So we go bowling. Okay, we play golf because golf also has a ball in it, and we do yoga. Now your task is all the sports which are given over here, try to use them with the correct verbs and write them over here quickly. ओके, लिहून काढायचे फक्त तुम्हाला ते. सो एक्झाम्पल्स दिलेले आहेत. वी डू एरोबिक्स, वी गो बायसिकलिंग अँड वी प्ले golf. Okay, so same way write it for all the other activities which are given in the above table quickly. Done? Okay, tell me the answers quickly. For do, Sampada, you tell me quickly.
Do aerobics,
Mm-hmm.
do yoga, and do karate.
Very good. Okay, go, Tejal, tell me all the answers with go.
Go by cycle.
बायसिकलिंग आहे ना तिथे लिहिलेलं. हम्म.
Go swimming.
हम्म. Go bowling. Okay, Ankita, play.
Play tennis, play volleyball.
Okay, very good. Write down the rule quickly. Done?
Mm. Done.
Done, ma'am.
Okay, great. Now next, over here we have a conversation. I want Sampada and Ankita to read the conversation. Sampada, you can be Mary, and Ankita, you can be Paul. Okay, read the conversation loudly. Here again they are talking about exercise and activities that they do. Okay, so pay attention to the sentences again. Sampada, you are on mute.
Mary, do you really fit Paul? Do you
हाँ हाँ हाँ
exercise
हाँ
a
हाँ हाँ
lot?
do you कुछ है you are really fit Paul.
You are really fit Paul. Do you exercise a lot?
Well, I almost always get up early and I fit weights for an hour.
Then R
Seriously?
R
Hour.
Sampada continue.
Yes, seriously.
Sure. And then I often go swimming.
Wow. How often do you exercise like that?
About 5 times a week. What about you?
Oh, I hardly ever exercise. I usually just watch TV in my free time. I guess I am real couch potato.
I am a real couch potato. I am a real
I am
couch potato. Okay, great. So again, they're talking about exercising over here. So she says, Mary says, here we can see in the picture also, that you are really fit, Paul. Do you exercise a lot? Then he says, I almost always get up early. Almost always. Okay, so आपण बघणार आहोत हे phrases आपल्याला कसे यूज करायचे आहेत. I almost always get up early and I lift weights for an hour. Okay, R our दोन्हीही correct pronunciation है, but if you want to sound fluent, R becomes the better pronunciation over here. Okay, then she says seriously, then he says sure, and then I often go swimming. The pronunciation is often. ओके कोणत्याही प्रनाउन्सिएशनमध्ये ऑफ्टेन हा प्रनाउन्सिएशन नाही आहे बट ऑफकोर्स ॲज आय हॅव टोल्ड यू गाईज बिफोर many times many people mispronounce. One second na guys, just I lost my screen somewhere. Many times many people mispronounce the words, and over a period of time if people keep doing that mispronunciation it becomes right pronunciation. So often is also accepted pronunciation. I wouldn't say accepted, but many people use it, but it's not the correct pronunciation for that word. Okay, if you go on Google and if you search for the pronunciation of the word often, in all the pronunciations, that is your British accent as well as US accent as well as Indian accent, the sound of that word is often. Okay, but you will come across in many series or in real life also many people might just go ahead and use the word often. Okay, but if you ask me, the actual pronunciation of that word is often. The T is silent. Okay, understood?
Yes.
Okay, so how often do you exercise like that? ऑफेनचं मी ऑलरेडी तुम्हाला स्टार्टला मिनिंग सांगितलं की किती वेळा तुम्ही एक्सरसाइज करता. ओके, देन ही सेज अबाउट 5 times a week. What about you? Then she says, I hardly ever exercise. Now again we are going to look at this phrase, how to use it. Don't worry, I hardly ever exercise. I usually just watch TV in my free time. So Sampada, the question that you had asked me, when do we use usually, we are going to learn it in today's unit. Okay, so I usually just watch TV in my free time. I guess I am a real couch potato. What do we mean by couch potato? It's a phrase.
Who just lays down on couch all the time.
Yeah, the person who is sitting on the couch the whole day and watching TV. Okay, that person would be called a couch potato. Basically, who does not have a lot of physical activities, who does not get engaged in a lot of physical activities, we can say. Okay, that person would be called a couch potato. It's a phrase which you use. Okay, I can say don't be a couch potato. Get up and start working. Okay, that's how it is used. After the class, just write down the meaning of that phrase also. Google it and write it down. Okay, now clear with this, we are going to listen to the same conversation over here quickly. Any doubt with whatever we went through right now? No? Okay, I'll play the conversation, just give me 1 second.
CD2, Unit 6. How often do you
Is it audible?
Yes.
exercise? Page 37, Exercise 3, Conversation. I hardly ever exercise. Part A, Listen and Practice.
You're really fit, Paul. Do you exercise a lot?
Well, I almost always get up early, and I lift weights for an hour.
Seriously?
Sure. And then I often go swimming.
Wow. How often do you exercise like that?
About 5 times a week. What about you?
Oh, I hardly ever exercise. I usually just watch TV in my free time. I guess I'm a real couch potato.
Okay, clear? Now we will listen to the second part of the conversation. Here you have to focus on the question, what else does Paul do in his free time? म्हणजे तो त्याच्या फ्री टाइम मध्ये अजून काय करतो? Okay, what else does Paul do in his free time? Pay attention, I'll play the conversation.
Page 37, Exercise 3, Part B. Listen to the rest of the conversation. What else
Ma'am,
does Paul do
conversation
in
is
his
not
free
audible.
time?
It is not audible?
No.
Is it not audible for anyone? Okay, I'm not sure what's the issue. Just give me 1 second.
What else do you like to do, Paul?
Is it audible now?
No.
No? Okay, there is some issue.
No.
I'm not sure what is the issue. Just give me 1 second.
CD2,
Is it audible now?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, let me just stop sharing and reshare the screen then. Presenting audio on. Let's try once more.
Unit 6. How often?
No, not yet.
No.
Okay, what is the issue? Just 1 second, guys. Even the first part was not audible?
Yes,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay. There might be some network issue.
How often do you exercise? Page 37,
Is it audible now?
Yes.
Okay.
Exercise 3, Conversation. I hardly ever exercise. Part A, Listen and Practice.
You're really fit, Paul. Do you exercise a lot?
Well, I almost always get up early, and I lift weights for an hour.
Seriously?
Sure. And then I often go swimming.
Wow. How often do you exercise like that?
About 5 times a week. What about you?
Oh, I hardly ever exercise. I usually just watch TV in my free time. I guess I'm a real couch potato.
Okay, was it audible clearly now? Okay, now we'll listen to the
Yes.
second part of the conversation. As I said, here you have to focus on the question, what else does Paul do in his free time? Okay.
Page 37, Exercise 3, Part B. Listen to the rest of the conversation. What else does Paul do in his free time?
What else do you like to do, Paul?
Well, I like video games a lot. I play them every day. It drives my mom crazy.
Hey, I play video games all the time, too.
Well, listen, I have some great new games. Why don't we play some after class today?
Okay.
So what else does Paul do in his free time?
All doing space time
Doing
play video
kutunala.
games.
Doing kutunala. Simple present tense. We have to use simple present tense. Startलाच सांगितलं मी. Anyone else wants to try?
He likes playing video games.
He plays video games in his free time. He plays video games in his free time. That could be your answer. Okay. Now next, as I said, here we would be looking at the adverbs of frequency, the words that we saw in the conversation also. Words like hardly ever, often, almost always, correct? These kind of phrases are used to talk about frequency. Frequency म्हणजे काय? आपण किती वेळा ते ॲक्शन करतोय. That's what frequency means. Okay. Now adverbs, we have already gone through nouns and pronouns before. We have gone through verbs. We have gone through adjectives. Correct? So your adverbs are used to modify verbs, adjectives and other adverbs. Okay. So adverbs आपल्याला दुसऱ्या verbs बद्दल adjectives बद्दल आणि दुसऱ्या adverbs बद्दल अजून जास्त meaning देतात. Okay, so here of course we have different types of adverbs. Here mainly we are going to look at adverbs of frequency. Okay, the words that basically we used to talk about frequency की किती वेळा आपण ती action करत आहोत. So first we'll start with always. Always means 100%. I always get up at 7 a.m. म्हणजे मी नेहमी 7 वाजता उठते. Okay, I almost always go to sleep late. That means almost always म्हणजे काय 90% 95% frequency असेल किंवा 90% frequency असेल, then we can say almost always. Usually has high frequency but not every day again. It's different from always. Okay, usually म्हणजे 75% of time आपण जेव्हा बोलतोय तर आपण usually यूज करू शकतो. Then comes often. Often म्हणजे खूप वेळा. Okay, so if the frequency is around 50%, then we will use the word often. Okay, then we have the word sometimes. Sometimes means खूप वेळा again. कधीतरी बरोबर. Around 40% of frequency we can say. Hardly ever, almost never and never means it has very less frequency. I don't know, something is wrong with my laptop today. Just 1 second guys. Okay, sorry. Hardly ever म्हणजे कधीच नाही असं, म्हणजे खूप कमी वेळा, कधीतरी असं. म्हणजे से वेन यू डू समथिंग ओनली वन्स अ मंथ देन यू विल से हार्डली एव्हर. ओके, देन ऑलमोस्ट नेव्हर म्हणजे ऑलमोस्ट कधीच नाही, वन्स इन अ ब्लू मून जे आपण म्हणतो परत. ठीक आहे, म्हणजे वर्षातनं एकदा, तर आपण ऑलमोस्ट नेव्हर म्हणू शकतो. बट इट कम्स इन नेगेटिव्ह फॉर्म, मोर ऑफ अ नेगेटिव्ह फॉर्म. अँड नेव्हर मीन्स 0%, म्हणजे आपण ती गोष्ट कधीच नाही करत. Okay, for example, we can say I hardly ever go out to eat. I almost never eat out, or we can say I never eat from restaurants. Okay, that's how we can say it. Now let's look at it in sentences. The question, if we are asking yes and no question, it will always be, if we are talking about frequency and if we are asking questions, then it will always start with do you ever. Okay, do you ever watch TV in the evening? Then you will say yes, because it's a yes and no question. Yes, I often watch TV after dinner. I sometimes watch TV before bed, or sometimes I watch TV before bed. I hardly ever watch TV. No, I never watch TV. That's how your answer will be. Now one more thing that you need to remember is all the adverbs which you can see on the right, okay, with the माझा arrow नाही दिसत आहे, I guess तुम्हाला दिसतोय, हाँ, with the percentage, they will always come before the verb in the sentence. Okay, so we already have understood that we use these phrases with only simple present tense, because here we are talking about repeated action. So we will only use them with simple present tense. Okay, now as we use them with simple present tense, the sentence structure that we follow is simple subject verb object. Correct? So these phrases will come before the verb in the sentence. They will not come anywhere else. Okay, remember that. That's very, very important. Now another thing, usually and sometimes can be used at the start of the sentence also. Okay, but here as we are trying to learn the correct placement of the word, okay, correct word order जे आपण म्हणतो, so you have to remember, you have to place them before the verb itself, so that you are clear with the rule over here. Okay, now phrases which are given on the left, every day, once a week, twice a month, 3 times a year, हे नेहमी end of the sentence ला येणार. The phrases yesterday, today, हे आपले टाइम ॲडवर्बियस झाले परत, हे नेहमी एंड मध्येच येणार. Okay, once a week I go to office, nahi, I go to office once a week. That's how you will say it. Okay, so these phrases will come at the end. And if we are asking a WH question for to ask about frequency again, this question structure would be how often. You will start with how often, and then you will use the simple present tense and complete your sentence. How often do you exercise? How often do you go to office? How often do you do yoga? Or how often do you go for a walk? So here again we are asking about frequency. Okay, so you can say I go for a walk almost every day. Okay, or you can say I go for a walk every day. I go for a walk once a week. I go for a walk twice a month. I go for a walk 3 times a year. That's how you can use it. Then I don't exercise much, or you can also say I don't exercise very often, or you can say I usually exercise before work. That's how you can say it. Clear? Any question, any doubt over here? Okay, no problem. No doubts.
Ma'am,
Yeah. Others till then write down the rules. Yes, please tell me.
The first
Okay.
slide.
Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, I don't exercise very. Why do we use very in that sentence?
I don't
Very
exercise
often.
very much or very often. म्हणजे very म्हणजे it's an adverb only again. So very म्हणजे आपण highlight करतो की जास्त नाही करत मी म्हणून. Okay. So that's why we are using very. Write down the rules quickly. Tell me once you're done writing, okay?
Done, ma'am.
Okay. Did you understand the rule of adverbs, that placement of adverbs, that you have to use it before the verb only? Remember that, because that's the exercise that we have for today, that you have to use the words at the correct place. The words are given in the bracket, you have to place them in the correct place, and you have to rewrite the sentences in your notebooks. Do it quickly, tell me once you're done.
मैम कैसा रहता है?
You have to rewrite. You ask me in Marathi, I'm not going to reply. Ask the same question in English, then I will tell you.
What to do, ma'am?
What do we have to do? That will be the correct question over here. You have to rewrite the sentences using the words which are given in the bracket. Okay, you have to put the adverbs in the correct places, and you have to rewrite the sentence in your notebook. Understood? Tell me once you're done.
Done, ma'am.
Done? You have read it in all the sentences?
Yes.
Okay. Others, tell me once you're done. Tejal, Ankita, are you guys done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Number one, Ankita, tell me the correct answer.
Uh, A, do you ever play sports?
Very good.
Sure, I play soccer twice a week.
Very good. Number two, Sampada.
What do you usually do on Sunday mornings?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing much. I sleep. I almost always sleep until noon.
Very good. Tejal, number three.
Do you do often Arabics at the gym?
Do you often do aerobics at the gym? Verbच्या आधी येईल म्हटलं ना मी. And what will be the answer?
No, I
Verbच्या आधी.
no, hardly ever I do Arabics.
I hardly ever do aerobics. I नंतर येईल ना?
I
Okay. Ankita, number four.
Do you always exercise on Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
No, I never exercise on Sunday.
Sundays. Sundays. Repeated action in Tamil.
Sundays.
Sampada, the last one.
What do you usually do after class? Uh, I go out with my classmates about 3 times a week.
Very good. Now, for homework, you guys will. I'm also sharing one worksheet with you guys, but other than that, you will try to use the same adverbs which are given over here and try to make at least two sentences with each of them. Okay? And you will talk about your routine. You don't have to just make sentences, you will talk about your routine and I guess you all are married, so you will write about your husband's routines because that's where you will practice the third person singular as well. Okay, so it can be about exercise or it can be about any other thing that they do, but you have to try making sentences using the phrases which are given over here. Okay, these are the main phrases. These are very easy to use. I don't think you should face any issue with this. Okay, and be thorough with it because tomorrow we'll be doing a speaking practice based on the same. Okay, any question, any doubt till now?
No.
No? Okay, revise well. If you have not understood anything, go through today's recording. Okay,
Question.
and yes, tell me.
No, you just use the word thorough. What does it mean?
Thoroughly म्हणजे properly, एकदम in and out. Thoroughly.
Okay.
Okay, THOROUGHLY. Yeah. हे प्रॉपरली म्हणू शकतो आपण. So make sure you do it, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget to confirm by or before 10:30. Okay. Okay then. Chalo. Bye bye. Take care. Have a great day ahead.